Yep. Yo, it's Wednesday. We're going to work. I think this week I'm going to go ahead and just say things like, follow along. I'm going to show you my product journey. I'm going to show you how you can make a product, what process we're at right now, what part of the process I want to be at here in a little bit. So stay tuned if you want to figure out how you can be doing this yourself.
We're here with prototypes number 1 through 4. That's 1. If you're wondering what it is, we're building a garage door lock. Why? Because some people don't want their home security connected to the internet. So, proof of concept, waste of time, not waste of time, a little bit of a waste of time. Why? Well, not everything is as easy as you think it is going to be at the start, and it's always going to take longer. I am the poster child for that.
Right now the circuit has been giving us a hard time. I'm incredibly frustrated, but I know that I can't get too down or else nothing will be accomplished. I just gotta push a little bit harder and then I'll start to see the promised land. Okay, we're on our way to work, and after work we're going to something exciting. We're gonna go to the makerspace and we're gonna learn how to plasma CNC cut. You'll learn why we're doing that later. And we might even make some gifts for people that have been watching and listening and giving support. So thank you. The anticipation is high. And to make it even better, there's a dress code, and I totally forgot that I need safety glasses. So I don't know how I'm gonna go around that. We'll figure that out. See you after work. Hey, we just finished work, and now it's time to go to the makerspace. Something we have been excited about since the start of this journey. I'm going to be arriving early. I don't know if they're gonna let me in. We're gonna show up so early that I think I'm gonna ask them if I could just eat dinner there. Are you coming? Are you coming with me? I mean, where else are you going? One thing that I do want to highlight of starting a product from nothing is that it is getting harder and harder to say no to people. At the beginning, it was really easy, being in this season of no. And I think it's because people have these expectations like, oh, okay, I'll see him in a little bit. He might be out of commission for right now, but at least I will be able to talk to him in a month. When that's not the case at all, because we're going on our 3rd month, and I can definitely see this being an 8-month to a year thing. There are more ways to play a game of chess than there are atoms in the universe. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. Now we can be stressed out about starting this game, because starting is the furthest that we'll ever be from finishing it. Or we can know that there's also an infinite number of ways of fixing whatever problems we're about to face. So we can sit back and relax. We're going to the makerspace. We're about to get freaking jacked in the mind. I'm feeling scoliosis in the neurons. Let's go. Peace. Enjoy life. There's an infinite number of ways to fix it. Like bankruptcy.
So under XY, here, these should be 0, 0 down here.
Okay.
So you can kind of escape out of that. So you'll left click on the mouse and just drag a box. Zoom out a little bit. There you go. Okay. Now drag a box, so you'll left click and...
That makerspace was sick! Going home, it's time to grub. It's late at night. We're kind of far from home, so we've got a little bit of a trek ahead of us. When you're making a design or a product like this, one thing that I learned from going to the makerspace and taking the class is that it is so much faster if you can get somebody to teach you that skill rather than you go and learn that yourself. Right now I'm at the point where I'm willing to pay a little bit more to have a mentor and a teacher. I think the money that I've set aside for this project is used so much more wisely if I can learn it faster. I would take fast over free right now, but if I didn't have the means to do it fast, what I would do is I would go to the makerspace, which I am getting for free. I would ask somebody who's working on that project on one of the open CNC or the mills or the lathes, and I would just ask them if I can shadow them for a week. Show up, be their apprentice, and work for free, just so I can learn how to do it. I actually heard while taking the class that they're giving out grants. So people can take all of these classes as a bundle for free. They can learn how to use the mill, the lathe, the CNC, the t-shirt printer, laser cutters and engravers. It is so dense with how much you can learn in such a short amount of time for how cheap it is. I'm glad to share that. Can't wait to show you my design later. This is the end of Wednesday. We're gonna go home and we're gonna crash out. Peace out.
I'm gonna be measuring my daily wins based on my action that I take and not the milestones I hit.
If we're looking out on the day of another dream,
I have something to share. I just came back from Chipotle. I asked the guy, can you put everything on it? He's like, everything? I'm like, yes, please. He's like, that's nasty, bro. As he proceeds to put every chili on there. He's putting mild, medium, hot. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. That is kind of nasty. That's not exactly what I expected you to do. I thought you meant like all the condiments, and you took that very literally by putting all the condiments on it. And now we're too far in this social interaction. I can't really tell you to take that back, or else you're going to have to waste all that food. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take your burrito. That's what we're going to do. We're going to eat this disgusting burrito, go to our makerspace class, and work on prototype number 6. See, we're here. Pretty stoked. We're gonna learn how to bend the metal, cut the metal, and give the metal to people to make them happy. So that's all I can really ask for. Peace out. It's nasty burrito time. It's officially over. We can finally start to make the housings. Of course, we need the design first. So everything is kind of bottlenecking on the circuit. I want to show you something. So we got some F-bombs. Isn't that the greatest thing ever? I guess every kind of plasma CNC cutter guy, girl, makes one. I'm stoked. I have nothing but high hopes for the future. Man, progress, momentum. Breaking news. Isaac has figured out how to use the CNC plasma cutter machine. Back to you, Isaac. Bomb for the win. Peace out. Really quick, before I go run my errands, I really want to mention something from what I'm going through right now, and that's trying to find a circuit designer to help me with my design. I'm reaching out to circuit designers on Fiverr, and what I learned is that when you reach out to freelancers, and this is just my personal opinion, it's best to reach out to multiple, especially if you're trying to go fast. You will send out a smorgasbord of 10, 12 requests. Not all of them say, yes, I can do that. So you will get rejections, and you will be able to curate from there, asking them questions like, do you have experience with power systems, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's just my little tidbit. What I thought I was supposed to do was be respectful by waiting for a response, yes or no, but it took way too long. There's my Isaac wisdom, my Isaacism. Good morning. That's my Greek accent. So the videos are taking a passenger side approach, and working on the circuit, getting the circuit done, getting the housing finished. We're able to work on a website. If you've never worked on a website before, one thing you want to know is that it doesn't need to be complicated at all. Google Sites is incredibly user-friendly. They can help make static websites in minutes, and you can follow an easy tutorial and get a website up in probably about 10 minutes. And that's if you still had to get a Google account. For creating the 3D model, I used Fusion 360, and it is incredibly good for cross-platform to go and make a design and also cut it out on the plasma cutter. I can sketch things on paper all day, but when I make it in the 3D modeling software, it gives me a much better idea of whether or not things symmetrically look beautiful or not. All right, we're post work right now. We're getting ready to go inside because I have something waiting for me.
Yoink.
In my email box is something I have tried and tried and tried to complete. I can't wait to see if it's going to be what I'm looking for. I don't know if when I order it, it's going to work. I don't know if the person knew exactly what they're doing, but I'm going to go outside and look it over. I cannot wait.
He did such a good job. Oh my gosh. Maybe this is why you hire somebody to do jobs that you can't.
Hello! We've got some exciting news. So exciting that we're actually gonna go get some pizza at our favorite pizza joint. We ordered the circuit boards. I can't tell you how many weeks of iteration after prototype, after blank, after blank, after blank, and I'm so stoked. This is huge. I'm so thrilled to be able to share this journey. I'm not saying that we've won, like they work perfectly, but this is a big step, and we're gonna give ourselves a little pat on the back. Dude, yes! Pizza acquired. Oh my gosh. Life is good. When life is good, you know why the lion is the king of the jungle? It's because of his mindset. When an elephant sees a lion, he thinks run. When a lion sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. Change the frame. Change your life. Yeah. Sometimes I feel free. Sometimes
I didn't grow up knowing how to start a business. No one handed me a blueprint or a secret formula. I had an idea, a bunch of mistakes, and a willingness to go figure it all out. I probably know just about as much about starting a business as I do wearing eye protection. I had an idea, a bunch of mistakes, and a willingness to go figure it all out. Starting a business isn't just about making money. It's a way of building something useful. And if you're watching this, maybe you feel the same way too. So here's everything that I'm learning, mistakes and all, as I build my first real startup. And proving 6-year-old me right. Yes, little Isaac, you can be like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Edwin Land, David Ogilvy, James Dyson, and okay, Gary Vee, even though he's not dead yet. The greats all had one thing in common. They solved problems. Okay. Now you want to start a business, so let's find your business idea. Let me just say, this is harder than you think, but it's not because you don't have enough ideas. It's probably just because you're not asking enough questions. If you're still looking to try to find that perfect business idea, consider this. Start by finding a problem. James Dyson invented the best vacuum ever. I mean, it's definitely not my Power Force Rewind pet vacuum, but he found a product that worked and he made it 1,000 times better. Then somebody thought, well, maybe I can automate that. Boom, Roomba. Consider Steve Jobs. He solved a problem, boredom.